Bandit is now at war. With him facing Thermite, Hibana and Ace, he is outnumbered. They're officially at war at scale at large. And I'm afraid this time, it's not a drill. All Bandit mains, report to your stations. Let's get Bandit Tricking. There's only one way to stop him, and that is through Bandit Tricking. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Bandit Tricking, how it has been completely updated with the brand new season for Shadow Legacy. Bandit Tricking now needs a new method as it has been changed. I'm going to be giving you all the details that you need to know on it and how to actually execute it with the brand new system that is in play. You are going to have to adapt to the brand new changes with Bandit Tricking and Thatcher himself, so we are going to be covering all of this. If this video does help you out or you find it useful, be sure to drop a like on the video and to also support the war with Bandit. Now let's dive into the Thatcher and Bandit Tricking changes for the brand new season, Operation Shadow Legacy. Now Thatcher's ability has been completely reworked, and instead of actually destroying the defender gadgets, he's now going to disable them. And this period of time is going to be for 15 seconds, which has been increased from 10. So they've changed it from destroying, which is a little bit of a nerf, but then they've also increased the duration that the gadgets will be disabled. Now when you go ahead and actually pick up the gadget that has been affected by Thatcher's EMP, that disabled effect is going to be removed, and then you can place it back down after. Now this is a rather interesting change. Now does this mean, for example, when a Jaeger ADS gets affected by it, will you have to then pick it back up and put it down and stop any ADSs or projectiles coming into that range? Is this going to be effective? Will it be a good use of time? And this does apply to many other gadgets that are going to be affected by it as well. Now the gadgets that are in actual fact going to be affected by this new feature are going to be the C4 or the Nitro Cell, Capcan's ability, Jaeger's ability, Legion's Goo Mine, Ella's Grismont Mine, Smoke's Remote Gas Grenade, Mute Signal Disruptor, Cade's Electro Claw, Mozzie's Pest Launcher, Bandit's Shockwire, and Echo's Yokai Drones. Now you may be thinking, well, Echo already had this feature in place where it was already going to be disabled. Well, the actual ability recharging wasn't disabled when this did take place, but now it will be in effect. And Legion's Goo Mines won't have their cloaking ability and won't be triggered when stepped on. So that is essentially to keep you up to date with all the changes that has happened for Thatcher, and as well how it is going to apply to Bandit Tricking. Now on top of that, Callie won't be affected at all, so Callie obviously has her ability which can very easily take out Bandit's electro charges. It will be interesting to see if Callie will be picked a little bit more than usual. Now Callie is picked already quite a lot, to be fair. She's a very solid operator overall, but will this increase it a lot? I'd love to take a look at your thoughts on this, so be sure to comment them down below and I'll have a look at what you're thinking on this situation. Now let's move on to how Bandit Tricking has been changed from this and how we can actually effectively carry out Bandit Tricking from now on. I am going to be showing you how you can Bandit Trick with the kind of system being reworked for Bandit Tricking in Operation Shadow Legacy for all the different hard breaches, including Ace, which is a little bit different, and as well also how to avoid Thatcher EMPs. Now first of all, we actually need to set it up. So what I would recommend you doing if we're going to be playing, for example, on a map like Chalet and we are in the snowmobile garage on basement, we are going to be setting it up. Therefore what I would recommend you to do is get an operator with a shotgun and make 2 decent sized holes in the middle so you can hear sound a little bit better. The sound will travel through the wall a lot easier if you do have some sort of a hole open in there, whether you make it with an AR or simply making it with your shotgun. It is completely up to you whether you decide to use it with your SMG that Bandit has, or simply grab another operator with a shotgun if you happen to have one on your team. Then simply go ahead and reinforce the main 2 walls. So first of all, the very basis of Bandit Tricking, not following anything including any other factors like Thatcher, if we're just taking Thermite and a Bandit going head to head on a reinforced wall. Now first of all, Thermite is going to start placing down his Thermite charge on the wall. You then place your Shockwire down on the wall that you think he's going to be placing it on. You'll need to listen out for sound for this situation. And when you are just about to be placing your Shockwire down, the Thermite charge probably will be going off at this point. However, it won't have fully exploded and opened the wall. And then when you place it down fully, the Shockwire is going to stop that Thermite charge from actually opening because you have electrified it. And then you simply pick up your Shockwire again. So to recap, you place it down when the Thermite charge gets placed. You pick it back up as soon as that has been destroyed. That part is fairly straightforward. You've just got to make sure you are listening out for that sound. You also need to be aware of that sound cue. You need to be listening out for that really specifically. Now, there is also something called Thermite Tricking, which you might not have heard before, or you might have. Now, you can use this on attack yourself, but you'll also have to be aware of it when you are going to be Bandit Tricking. Now, essentially, this is going to come down to the sound that you're going to be hearing. When Thermite is going to be placing down his Thermite charge, he might move from wall to wall not fully placing it down, but trying to bait you out and think that he is going to be placing it on a certain wall. Essentially, what this is going to do is muffle the sound a little bit, make it a little bit harder for you to actually bandit trick. Just be a little bit more careful when you are going to be playing against these type of players, and listen out for it very carefully. It is very effective because it can throw you off on the different wall. You might place your bandit charge down on a different wall, the wrong wall, or in another situation you might be late to actually place it down because you're trying to see if it was a bluff or not. Remember to follow your gut instinct. Now that is how you're going to be countering Thermite. Bearing in mind there is no Thatcher currently in play, but I will be adding that in a little bit of a second. Now for Hibana, her Enquiries pellets are going to take a little bit longer than Thermite, I do believe, to actually explode and detonate. Now a Thermite charge is going to take 3 seconds, however the Enquiries or Hibana pellets are going to take 5 seconds. This means you can be a tad late to bandit tricking, and it will give you a little bit more time for this, so you can have a little bit of a safety net. Therefore you can take your time with this one a little bit more, which is why Hibana won't be as effective as Thermite in some situations for bandit tricking. And there is actually no type of Hibana tricking that she can pull off. All she has to do is put her pellets down. Now Ace is a different hard breacher, and his breaching system is going to work in a brand new way. It is a 3-stage and a 3-stage process breaching system. It doesn't just go off in one move, which is going to mean you are going to have to bandit trick it a little bit differently. Now if we take the example that we already are going to be using, we're on Chalet Snowmobile Garage as a bandit player. When we are going to be playing against Ace, I would recommend you to set up 50% of your shockwires beforehand. Now this is because Ace can very easily throw down 2 of his Aqua Selma breachers from a distance in a quick succession and catch you out on the bandit trick. His Aqua Selma breachers go off in 3 stages, so they are going to take a lot longer to go off, and you can even get it to the point where you can bandit trick the whole thing and there won't be a little opening for them to get through. Now it is completely okay if one of the Selma breachers do go off, but not the other 2, part of that 3-stage process, as if only 1 goes off, they can't actually get through the whole thing. However, if 2 do, it does make it possible. Then all you have to do is listen out for that Aqua Selma breacher when it does get placed down, and then you simply move forward, place it down, and bandit trick it. Now when the Thatcher comes along to take out 50% of your bandit charges that are going to be pre-placed, simply when that blue light goes off or you hear it getting thrown, remove it and then place it back down straight after that Thatcher charge has been detonated, so yours won't get affected. Now because of the way it has been changed, and it is going to mean that you are going to have to change the way you bandit trick for some parts of it. Now when you are going to be facing an Ace and a Thatcher, if that Thatcher EMP gets thrown and your bandit charge ends up getting disabled, simply pick it back up, place it back down again, and with operators like Ace for example, you are going to be able to place it back down and in time, because that charge is going to be part of a 3-stage breaching process. Therefore you will have the time needed when it does get disabled. For an operator like Thermite, it's not going to quite work like that. However, with a different operator like Ace for example, because of the timing, you are able to actually pick up your disabled bandit charge and place it back down. When that does happen, be sure to put it back on. Now when you are going to be facing a Thatcher for example, for the different operators like Thermite, like Hibana, what I would recommend you to do is bait out that Thatcher. You are going to have to bait out those EMPs. Therefore when a Thatcher comes along, what I want you to do is place your shock wire down. When that EMP does get thrown, similar to how we did it with Ace, I want you to pick it straight back up and then place it back down on the wall that is going to be getting Thermite charged. To pick it back up and place it back down once that EMP has been thrown and gone off and your bandit charge is all safe. Bandit tricking has changed a little bit with the new season Operation Shadow Legacy. So for example, when you are going to be playing Bandit, you are going to have to play him a little bit differently when facing an operator like Ace. If this guide did help keep you updated with the changes for Thatcher and bandit tricking and teach you how to do it, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this. Let's go fight that war with bandit tricking and the other hard breachers, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.